There was some technical difficulties in the studio. We were supposed to. Oh, shout out to my fam out in Belize watching right now. So now we got California one side. You know what I mean? Make sure you check out Madcap Monday. It's moving to Alchemy. Madcap Monday is an open mic that happens here in Providence, Rhode Island. It's been going on for 3 years. The Universal Zoo Disciples were honored to perform for the 3rd year anniversary. It went very, very well. The UZD was the only hip hop act, but they were very well embraced by the crowd. And shout out to Nate and the Lost Art to gain the knowledge of the world. Now, any of those scriptures and things that man used to travel all around the world to study, you could just go, Syria or whatever, look up the Dead Sea Scrolls or the Egyptian Book of the Dead or the Tibetan Book of the Dead or what's that called? The Apocryphy. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. But keep it to other people. He's talking to the microphone. She just said, shout out from San Ignacio. San Ignacio is a very wonderful and beautiful district in the eastern part of Belize. It's about 2 hours away from Belize City. Pam, the mother Rita, and all of them, and Janine and the brother. The weed spot, right? So we go to the weed spot. We're like, yo, how much you need? How much you need? We're like, I don't know. Here's $20. They came back with like a whole bag full of like little balls in tin foil. It was like kind of swag, but it was like, it was probably at least an ounce, yo, honestly, for $20, yo. But it was like, it wasn't like, it was probably like middies. It wasn't like swag, but it wasn't like nuggets. But it was like little tin balls, and the dude went and got it out of a field like it was hidden. So when he comes back so now it's us, the guy that works there, and then if his manager finds out that he's bringing us, to get weed, he'll get fired because, we're with the college. We get back in the truck, and he goes, the truck won't start. We're like, oh, man, where's the gas station? We got to have the manager come and bring us another car. What are we going to say? So I had to come up with this whole... We had to come up with this big lie to protect my man so he wouldn't get fired. But we got our weed. We made it to the island. You know what I'm saying? And we did the damn thing.
Nobody got fired that day.
Nobody got fired that day. So, but anyways... we've had people checking in from Italy, Belize. Watch the show that we appreciate. You know what I mean? So, Cash, what's going on over there? You got everything? Out of Universal Collective family, out of representing our Universal Collective Miami, who's tuned in. Shout out. I hope it rains. And you got a whole bunch of lizards running through your yard. So, So, number four, I didn't even get to the segue yet. What are you, the peanut gallery? Do you need a microphone? You need a wired up mic. This guy's wearing my sweater talking shit. Yo, his album actually. So the other legend that and oh yes, Booty
Death Row Records.
Basically, I'm sorry, I got you. You messed me up with the Bible, man. You messed me up with that whole Bible reference.
Yeah, I don't think you're the only one out here that's messed up by the Bible.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean he just he threw tons of heads, tons of people, or would you say billions?
Billions?
Would you say billions?
Close.
Would you say billions of people?
Billions of people got killed over that shit.
I mean, nobody's been killed more than anything than God, right? Than by God, right? Could you just type it, Chopp? So basically, back to what I was saying, the landscape of that, buildings burning and all of the things like that, that's what created the situation where people had to create their own stuff. Hip-hop was created by that, and then it got corporated, and everything else fucked it up. That's what changed shit, and that's what made it so people had to fight for their rights. You know what I'm saying? To speak what they were saying.
For their creative freedom.
For everybody tuning in right now, if you're tuning in on the Facebook stream, we're back. Chop Shop Radio Part 2, Nabi Reality, Showcast, Cash, BX, Young G's, Slim. We got Victoria Rios in the building. We were discussing the creation of hip-hop, the history, how it came from the rubble and everything like that, the burning of the fires and all that other stuff. And basically what we were saying is that hip-hop was created as an opposition to the norm. And if we get and now all these rappers, right, with the success of the NWA movie, there's all these biopics out that are coming created. Master P got one coming out, Two Live Crew got one coming out, we got the Biggie, the Tupac one, the Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg one's on the way, you know what I'm saying, supposedly, right? The Nabi reality one is on the way. You know what I mean? I'm about to do one. I don't know why the Wi-Fi over here is just some crazy sometimes the way it works over here. But
it's the rain. We blame it on the rain today.
Yeah. You got to blame everything on the rain.
That is
knocking out power all over the state.
So basically, back to wrap it up on what we were saying, so we can move on. Hip hop was started in the ashes of the buildings burning and the whites burning the buildings down and trying to make it so that the poor blacks and Latinos would move out so they could build high priced properties in there like they're doing in Brooklyn now. And then they said, you can't come in the club. You want to come? They'll say like, all right, well, we can't stop them from rapping. We're going to keep them out the club. How are you going to keep them out the club? Well, you can come in the club, but you got to dress this way. Formal clothes, right?
No Timbs.
No hoodies,
right?
No
you gotta wear,
hats,
yeah. And this is at a time, right, where people couldn't afford these kinds of clothes, right? Yeah. And then they said that even if you could buy those clothes, if you came in, you had to do like the electric slide and all these disco dances, which were very specific rules. There was no individuality to dancing. There was dance steps. Right? Like there was just dance steps basically. Like do this dance step, do that dance step, do this dance step. Like, and that's all that they did. Like they didn't. You couldn't have no original moves. Friends is where we get breakdancing from.
And they took it to the underground.
Yeah,
sure did.
That's where, and that's where.
Take it to the streets.
Yeah,
we can't be in the club.
And that's where break comes from, right? That's
Somebody
where
got the beat in the trunk already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it.
And that's it.
That's what it is, though. But that's where breakdancing comes from. It comes from them not letting them in the clubs. So earlier, but that's all goes back to when 2 Live Crew and NWA came out. NWA said, fuck the police. 2 Live Crew said, oh, smack a bitch in the ass and all this other stuff, right? Which, you know, I can't defend that misogynistic type of stuff. But at the same time, right, I support the rawness of them speaking. This was at an age where we weren't that developed, right? So the booty music, and that was the life of Miami, right? So that's what was going on, and that was the sequence of it, right? So 2 Live Crew comes out, and they make all this music, me so horny, all this other stuff. The fucking United States government and everybody else banned them, right, from coming out. That's why they came out with that. Was the whole album or just the song called "Banned in America"? Remember the 2 Live? Remember the 2 Live Crew joint?
Yeah, because they had Dirty Nursery Rhymes and all the other. Yeah, it was banned.
Yeah. Dirty Nursery Rhymes and all of that. Yeah. So basically, like 2 Live Crew was one of the main reasons why they created the parental advisory sticker, and then they actually went to court. So
that helped them out.
It did help. I mean, it blew them up.
It's almost like drugs.
It blew them up.
If drugs wasn't illegal, a lot of people wouldn't do them because the whole thing about it being illegal and dangerous, and it gives it like an edge for people. You know what I mean? So it's almost like when the Michael Jordan sneakers first came out. The first Jordans came out. The NBA banned them because they was against the league. The color scheme was against.
Didn't Nike pay that?
Finish, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying Nike paid that fee, right?
They paid the fee. Yeah, Nike paid the fine, and they had a commercial, and it went all the way down from Michael Jordan's head to his feet, and like, so that made the Jordans blow up. So that the same thing with the parental advisory sign. Now people want to go see it. Like you tell somebody, don't do this. Don't open this. Don't open the window.
Isn't that why young kids smoke cigarettes? They tell them not to. And all those
somewhat. The whole thing, the rebellious part of it. You know what I mean? The part of like, you tell somebody, you leave a box right here and say, don't open. You gonna open it, motherfucker, because you're curious. You're curious. You know what I mean? Or just the edgy part of it. You know what I mean? So that helped them out actually. Like it made the shit better. Now people's like, parental advisory. I never seen this before. What's this all about? That made him go buy the album even more. So it kind of like backfired on the whole shit they were trying to do.
Whatever your parents told you can't do, of course you wanted to do.
Yeah, you want to do it, right? Got to be something good about it. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. So back to, remember we were talking about earlier about that Supreme Court case thing, Cash?
Yeah.
So what it said was, so we were talking about the Campbell versus Acuff Rose Music United States Supreme Court decision, which favored the artist's rights to create like parodies and make like do lewd stuff on and have freedom of speech, right?
Weird Al Yankovic.
That kind of stuff, but also like to say like bitch ass or whatever, right? So what it says, I looked it up. They looked this up. This Campbell versus Acuff Rose. It says the members of the rap group music group 2 Live Crew, Fresh Kid Ice, the one, rest in peace, he just passed away. Fresh Kid, it was yesterday I think. Fresh Kid Ice, Mr. Mix, and Brother Marcus and Luke Campbell composed a song called "Pretty Woman," a parody based on Roy Orbison's rock ballad "Oh Pretty Woman." The group's managers asked Acuff Rose Music if they could get a license to use Orbison's tune for a ballad to be used as a parody. If any of you know what parody is, like a joke of. Acuff Rose Music refused to grant the brand a license, but Two Live Crew nonetheless produced and released the parody. Almost a year later, after nearly 250,000 copies of the recording had been sold, Acuff Rose sued Two Live Crew and its record company, Luke Skywalker Records, for copyright infringement. The district court granted summary judgment for Two Live Crew, holding that their song was a parody that made fair use of the original song under S-107 of the copyright of 1976. The Court of Appeals reversed and remanded, holding that the commercial nature of the parody rendered it present them unfair under the first of 4 factors relevant, that by taking the heart of the original and making it the heart of a new work, Two Live Crew had taken too much under the third factor.
What the fuck does that mean?
Basically saying that they kind of took too much of the song. Like they took too much. They took like it's not illegal to parody a song, but you can't take like the fucking beat and the chorus. Yeah, the chorus and things of that nature.
Shit, but that's the motherfucking nature of the game right now. Like, no, that's how 50 Cent got on.
Yeah, controversy.
No, though, he used to take fucking songs and just make remixes.
No, but before that it was kind of controversial. Didn't he come out How to Rob? How to Rob was first, wasn't it?
After that was controversial.
You know the craziest part about that is he was doing motherfucker songs better than them sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was doing remixes and parodies.
One of my favorite ones was when he did that Anthony Hamilton 10, coming from where I'm from, where I'm from. So we're gonna transition out of the Two Live Crew thing, but the end point I wanted to say on the Two Live Crew was that the interesting point is that when Two Live Crew first came out, right, and NWA and all of that, white America did their best to shut it down. Then they realized that they could make so much money from it. So what they did was they infiltrated it, they dominated it, just like some of the Jewish companies do. Like with Africa with the diamonds, right? They take the diamonds out of Africa. They take them over to Europe. They chop them up, mix it up, right? They remix them, cut them down, shine them, and then sell them back to rich blacks in America. And there's people in Africa that have never seen polished diamonds. The point that I'm saying is that they wanted to shut hip-hop down, saying it's vulgar, it's evil, it's teaching our kids this, it's teaching our kids that. But we can watch action movies, right? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger killed more people than anybody in movies, but he backed the law that banned violence in video games. Like, are you the Terminator, bro? Wait a minute, is that the Terminator? I killed nobody for real.
He was like, I couldn't even sneak a plastic gun at customs over at London. But last week I'm watching a movie on a Schwarzenegger, you know what I'm saying? And he's shooting on motherfuckers with a Uzi. He backed the law.
So the point what I'm saying is that they wanted to shut hip hop down.
The Schwarzenegger movie when he's shooting all sorts of motherfuckers with a Uzi. Yeah. Nobody can rap like that. You crazy?
Yo, the thing is, right? They utilized hip hop, right? They utilized hip hop to get what they wanted out of it, right? And then now look at it now. Look at it now.
They just washed it all up. You seen the new XXL freshman joint?
Yo, the only one I really like is Dave East. Not the new one. The one before that was Dave East, right?
That's last year.
It's a couple of dudes you probably never even heard of. But once they spin, you're gonna be like, why?
It's terrible. A Boogie.
A Boogie's not bad though. I like A Boogie out of them all them young dudes. I like A Boogie out of them dudes.
It's just awful.
I don't think he's awful.
No, his XXL freestyle.
Oh yeah.
P&B Rock, whatever the fuck that nigga.
Yeah, that dude. They be big. Why do they act like that dude's he's corny?
Yo, man, it's like it's graded on a scale. You know how when you go to school and you take a test and they say we're gonna grade it on a scale. That means they're gonna grade it from the best person, and they're gonna grade your shit from the best person. You know what I mean? They're just graded from, like, if I get a 90 and I'm the best, everybody's gonna get graded according to my shit. You just graded on a scale.
Yeah, exactly.
So now rap artists are graded on a scale, not like you're not grading him on what he did. You're grading him on how good he is compared to that you think it is. No? So it's like everybody suck, so he's nice. You know.
Dudes like Dave East and Nas not that ill lyrically compared to the great. The bar's that high.
I said the other day.
He's a good artist. But he's compared to like.
Whoa! Just yell over everybody.
All right.
So I listened to Dave East, and I said Dave East is the best lyricist from Harlem.
I agree.
Ever. Who like
a little bit, but I like you. Guns though.
Yeah, but if you hear
I heard some new Corey Guns shit though.
He
Like,
can
shit
rap.
that came out
You know how you just don't like a nigga? Yeah, but it's not how you hear somebody who's dope and you just don't like him.
He's from
No.
Soundview section, Guns.
I know,
He's
yeah.
from Soundview.
Yeah.
Where's Soundview at?
I'm saying.
Well, because Harlem's not. Yeah, that's Manhattan.
Soundview. That's no side. It's Soundview.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, name somebody from Harlem that's really like that nice lyrically.
I mean, I think Davies is the nicest out of
So
Harlem.
you
right
said
now.
J.R. Ryder. He probably came close because his punchline.
J.R. Wright is a problem.
He's a beast.
He's really talented.
J.R. Ryder is like a dude. All right, so like Davies
I mean,
got a song about a story that when a girl robbed him.
Keisha. That's a dope.
That's a good song. J.R. Ryder can't make that song.
No, he can't.
He can't. J.R. Ryder can just rap. He can rap and just say,
Bars.
throw a bunch of words out, throw a bunch of
Bars,
those guys are entertaining, but they're not. I'm not gonna say they're not good rappers. They're not like entertaining. That's all I can say. Like Cameron's entertaining. He's funny. He listen to funny shit, say good stuff.
I never cared for Cameron.
He was good at one point in time. You know what I mean?
Purple Haze days. Purple Haze.
He was nice.
Days.
Yeah.
What's that track he had? That track. What's that?
A lyrical standpoint.
You know what track I really like him? That
multiple different things. Like Davies
was it
can be
called?
lyrical. He can be entertaining, and he can tell stories, and he can do all other shit. Like a lot of them dudes from.
They can't.
You got Mace. Mace was a good artist, but he's not a great like lyricist or great rapper, so to speak. You know what I mean? But Davies, when I heard Davies, I was like, he's like one of the best dudes from Harlem. That I put him on top as like a straight.
Yeah, he's got bars.
Rapper.
I mean, Nas co-signed. He's only co-signed like a few dudes. I mean, there was the group that didn't really go that far, right? The Bravehearts, his brother Jungle, and the other dude, and then there was that other guy Quan or whatever his name was when he did that
think
song.
about it. All the best rappers ever have sucky ass teams.
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, G-Unit's not whack. Lloyd Banks. Tony Ayo's a shooter.
I tell you what.
Lloyd Banks is can rap.
Lloyd Banks is the best.
Young Buck can rap.
Lloyd is the best sidekick ever.
Lloyd Banks.
And then Little Kim is second.
Yeah, Little Kim's a great sidekick. Yeah.
Think about all the other sidekicks that every other great rapper had.
Yeah.
They suck.
Never equaled up. Yeah.
They fucking suck.
But Davies isn't really like Nas's like sidekick. He got his own thing. Like
but I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying though. But the person they co-sign.
Like not even like a crew like tribe. Like yeah, you know what I mean? Like the niggas that they.
You can't say Junior Mafia because Big wrote all that shit, right? Like Junior Mafia didn't really write that shit. A lot of it though. I thought Big wrote majority of because I don't think Plays Anthem. He wrote that shit.
That's speculation.
No, but he said he wrote that. Yeah, he said he wrote that shit. He said he wrote that.
That's speculation. But I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shit that he wrote, but you can't say he wrote all this shit, or you know what I mean? You can't say that. But like, you look at take Tupac, the fucking Outlaws, niggas garbage. Niggas
not one of them stand out.
Nah, niggas ain't good. Look at fucking Ludacris. He got fucking
them dudes suck. Name one of those dudes. Isn't that where? Titty Boy, aka 2 Chainz.
I-95.
What grown man calls himself Titty Boy?
I-90. That nigga's garbage.
Them dudes are trash.
Keep going.
Saint Lunatics suck.
They suck. All them dudes.
I don't think D12 sucks. You do. I don't think they suck.
They suck.
No, they do not.
Bizarre.
They do not. Bizarre
You know what?
sucks. But I like D12.
Okay.
D12 put out 2 good albums.
Because they had Eminem influence and Dr. Dre behind them.
But who? Okay.
The niggas garbage.
But that's like saying that the only reason why Ghostface Killing them was good because they had the RZA behind them. So what?
No, we can't say that because no. You can't
other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Other stuff.
It's true. D12 hasn't had nothing major since Eminem started really doing his own shit.
Behind it, you're gonna see Dr. Dre, and Dr. Dre ain't gonna put nothing
out as garbage.
He's gonna be like, he's gonna put that. All their beats was banging. You know what I'm saying?
You look at it, D12. D12 probably are good rappers, but they was forced into a position where they had to rap about shit that they probably really didn't want to rap about.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because these niggas, it's like shock value now. We say this bullshit, we say this and this and that. It's like playful kind of half gangster type rap. You know what I mean? It's like they made them rap like that because that's the lane that Eminem was in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
you're right.
Bizarre.
No, you're right. See, Bizarre is just he's too far out there for me.
Well, when they went to Demon's Night, that's when they
Devil's Night.
Devil's Night. Yo, you know what was the catalyst point that got them on? It wasn't that Eminem got on, that they got. I mean, it was, but there was something that happened. What what happened was that Royce the 5'9" was always kind of better than Eminem, right? In certain ways, like he was more street. It was no snap. But I do though, and a lot of people do. So but here's the point though. But I'm just talking history here. So Royce the 5'9", when Eminem first really started to blow up, and he started traveling and doing shows, he had to have a hype man. And he wanted it, and I think he wanted his hype man to be a black dude because, he wasn't necessarily accepted as a white dude. But that's really the guys he grew up with. So
who the fuck was gonna be his white hype man?
Exactly,
but white dude,
so
hell no.
So Royce the 5'9" was his hype man. But then here's what happened: Eminem got with Dre and then really blew up. Royce the 5'9"'s manager and Dr. Dre got into a fucking some type of behind the scenes of go fuck yourself altercation, and Dr. Dre basically put it on the line to Royce, basically like, all right, if you want to rock with Aftermath, you can, but you gotta get rid of your manager. And that was Royce's day one. That's like someone coming and telling me like, yo, you can get on, but you gotta tell Cash go fuck himself. Like, and Royce being a real nigga, it was like, nah, fuck that. So that's what caused the fallout between Royce and because Royce wanted to go work on his solo project because he felt like all his energy was around being M's hype man. And Dr. Dre and him was like, nah, just keep being a hype man and do this and that type of shit. So Royce said, fuck you. So when M got on, he didn't pull D12 on. He pulled Royce. When Royce backed out, the only other motherfucker that really knew whose music was Proof, God rest his soul. So he went and grabbed Proof. The rest is history, D12. They was in a group together. Slaughterhouse, yeah, eventually.
I can't stand Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, I like Slaughterhouse. I just don't like Joe Buttons. He can rap, but I don't like Joe Buttons as a person. Joel Ortiz is a fucking monster. How can you not like Joel Ortiz?
I don't dislike him. I just don't like him as much as everybody else did.
You don't like King Crooked?
I think when they're all together, it pushes their limits.
Yeah, I think so too. I just don't care for Joe Buttons as a person.
They're a bunch of degenerate rappers that got together to try to be Voltron.
I don't know, man. I think that their albums are pretty fucking powerful. I don't know. That's my personal opinion.
I can't get into it.
So we're gonna move on because we got a guest. So I got something for you, Cash. I want to figure out. So it's called Alternative Facts, and it was in the recent Motif magazine. This was really interesting. I just wanted to read this to you guys. So no, interesting because it was like that Two Truths and a Lie. Okay. So I'm gonna read.
2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yeah, 2 Girls, 1 Cup. So two guys, one.
Gas 2, Nabi 0.
So 2 of these are true, and 1 is a lie.
I'm fucking 100% with this, man.
Are you ready? Okay. So here we go. Alternative facts: 2 truths and uplifting future. It says, all right, let's play 2 truths and a lie. 1, issued a press release denying allegations that it has been abducting children, using them to populate experimental colonies on Mars. 2, Bill Cosby has been teaching seminars for celebrities, supervisors, and high-income individuals how to avoid sexual harassment to close Amtrak, presumably because he believes that if fewer people took the limos, instead more of them would understand his world. Yeah, no, you don't have to guess, but everybody can guess.
So we got to pick the lie.
Yes, let me read them one more time. 1, it feels mad funny. On Mars. 2, Bill Cosby announced his intention to close Amtrak.
Come on, seminar and all that. I don't see that, but yeah, I was kind of leaving Trump too.
It's either 2 or 3.
Close, so everybody can see him. Just teasing you. How you doing? You enjoying the show?
Abducting children and having them work on Mars.
No. They made a statement saying we're not doing this. Yeah. Hold on. Well,
Give the fucking answer.
so what?
So what is?
I'm going with 2.
Somebody gotta win.
Fuck you.
He don't even know.
No, I do know. But they made a half truth in it.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to read. Real true.
That's 2.
It's the third one. It's true that he is gunning for Amtrak, but the reason why they said so that if nobody took the train, they could ride limos.
True, completely.
No,
Yeah.
it is
Three
true.
half true.
No, number
They're
2.
all true.
Number 2 is in the news a couple weeks ago.
They're all true.
So,
They're all true. But
yeah,
they
I don't
lied.
think he
What kind
actually
of
did it
game is
already, but he
this?
said he
They
was
lied.
so
They
it's
lied
half
about.
true,
They
too.
lied about that. He said it so people would take limos and shit. Like that was the lie. That's what.
That's the fake one?
Yeah, that one.
So Donald Trump was the fake one.
Yeah, but it's true that about.
Hello.
slide this over here. The mic's over here, so we can get you over here.
Hello.
Miss Victoria.
I'm doing good. How are you?
So, Miss Victoria, could you introduce yourself?
Am I supposed to lean in?
Yeah, you can lean in real quick.
You feel
Let's
comfortable.
get this one. We got you over there.
Oh, lean in.
Lean back, bring it towards you.
Hold
However
up.
you want to do.
Yo, shout out to Buddha Monk. Buddha, just to let you know, we're going to have you call in about 7:30, 7:40. We'll give you a call. It's not going to be from my number. Legendary Buddha Monk, author of the book, 36 Chambers, the Dirty Version of ODB's Life and the Wu-Tang Clan in Brooklyn Zoo. Also the founder of the Zoo Bullies family, which we're part of. Shout out to the OG Buddha Monk. He's going to be calling a little later. So about 7:40, we got you, Buddha. We're going to get into Victoria. She's going to play some guitars. Might do some cartwheels. Who knows?
No cartwheels.
No cartwheels? Let's see what happens.
So
I don't have my gym clothes on.
Oh, all right. So, Victoria, could you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Victoria Rios. I'm a singer-songwriter.
You have to hold the mic like this or it doesn't work. No, I'm just kidding.
don't listen to that, boy.
I was just
I get violent when I feel like I get teased too much. So and
Why you gotta be a mic?
and yeah,
Take the shot.
I'm here to hang out.
All right, so, but I'm saying, but what is it? What you're here for a reason because you have a talent. What is that talent?
I said it. I'm a singer-songwriter.
Come on, listen, man. That's all? I thought it was an actress.
Well, I mean, I direct a little bit here and there, and
so now we're getting it. You're being too humble.
I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm a music teacher, and you know, a thinker and a talker.
So, could you talk a little bit about being a music teacher? What exactly, like, do you teach? What instrument?
I teach piano, voice, guitar, ukulele, and songwriting, Shakespeare, and musical theater. But what I really do is I teach voice because I have a fundamental belief that everybody can sing. And I have not yet met a person that cannot sing. If you work with me, I would teach you. Everybody can sing.
You have me singing like a soprano?
And in fact, as a matter of fact, I heard you sing a couple minutes ago, and I thought to myself, oh, he can sing.
Was I singing?
You were. Yes, you were. And you were on tune.
Hold a note or sing.
That's the first time anybody's
Right.
ever said that.
I think it was
Doodle Brown.
and that's what it was.
I can't get it, but
Me so honey. Oh, me so.
You carry that tune?
Yeah, I can sing as an Asian girl, but I can't sing as a Latino man. I don't know. It's crazy. I should have been an Asian tranny. Would have worked out.
shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
Still ice full, never too old.
Still never too old. So, there's a lot of people lining up to be taught the ukulele. Is that like a...
Oh my gosh, Grace Vanderwall. Yes, there are. I got a huge surge of ukulele madness this year. Not before this year, but this year it was on. But about the voice, I teach voice is the main thing. I think that everybody can sing. I'm going to go do a music therapy program in Panama. And see about developing a specific way that I teach. And I believe fundamentally that if you teach a child how to sing, that it underwrites their philosophical voice in addition to their musical voice, and it empowers them in everything that they do moving forward. Because if you're 10 years old and you get on stage and you sing a tune, even if you're 80% on tune, maybe 20% of the time you're off, whatever, but if you have the balls to do that and get up there and back yourself up and bring it forward, physically forward in your instrument, you really can't underestimate what that gives a person. And I think that this business about thinking that people can't sing is because we have a fucked up philosophy about what singing is. I'm just going to take a minute here. Singing, just like your body, we have a wrong idea about it, that the principal purpose about it is for other people's enjoyment and for other people to judge and decide what it's for. Neither your voice nor your body is for that principally. Your body is for you to enjoy life. It's to feel the sun. It's to have a great meal. It's to give somebody a hug. It's not for somebody to decide whether or not you should wear that because it's pleasing or not pleasing to them. Your voice, when you were talking before...
What about if it's not pleasing to everybody else?
Yeah, I give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. That's not what your body's
As long as
for.
it makes you happy.
Yeah.
She's talking about a different approach.
Your body is not here for other people to judge. It's your vessel to live your life in. And then how people react to it and how they want to deal with you is fine. And I'm speaking as a woman who lost 180 pounds, so I have some story to go with this.
I still don't believe that.
So like, all right, if you want to,
Thank you.
so like,
That's like a whole other person.
So like, if you
It's
sing,
on Facebook on the 10-year anniversary.
It's like a whole other person. You lost a whole person.
I lost a whole heavy person.
You like lost a big girl, 150 pound girl. You just lost,
Yeah.
left her somewhere.
So I think I've had a lot of time to think about how people deal with body and how they react to body and what it's like to be a woman occupying different bodies.
Yeah, because men would be different to you, right? Being the smaller, you have to
Not just men.
women.
Sure.
Oh.
Everybody.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Not just in a sexual way.
Companies, jobs, bus drivers, people, mailman, people holding the doors.
Does that make you aggravated though? Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
Honestly, you had a right.
It makes me more sad.
Well, because I'm saying that would aggravate me a little bit. Like, they look at, like if I got really buff one day and people try to treat me different, I'd be like, yo, like I'm the same person, you know?
Just with a
Well, all right. So, can I ask you a question? What was your motivation for losing the weight?
What was my motivation? Because I was miserable, and I was sick.
So when you lost the weight, is that when you realized the way the differentiation? Judgmental too. Saying a skinny girl is a 12-year-old boy.
No, well, I'm saying if you have to have no body hormone, oxytocin is released into your body when you give birth, when you breastfeed, when you have an orgasm, and when you sing. So, yeah, it makes you euphoric. It produces, it produces loyalty. It binds people. So now you're like, oh my gosh, why do people sing in movements, in political movements? Like, why does that happen?
Is that why you get the chills?
Why do people respond to struggle by creating music? Like, what the fuck is that? That keeps happening. Oh my goodness, why does that empower people and make them move forward? And in all history. And why is it that people that are in the dominant culture that don't have a great experience with that struggle are craving some kind of soul connection they don't have and trying to take it? So what is that dichotomy about? Like the development of the voice and using your voice physically, your voice and also your philosophical voice. This is what I have to say. This is who I am. They're tied together.
But and a bad voice can ruin my day.
Yeah.
So what? I give a fuck. I might snort when I laugh, and you might think I'm an idiot, and I really don't care.
I want her to keep dancing.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter first, because everybody, the measure of why somebody should sing is not because they should be recorded and they should make billions of dollars for somebody.
But if they record it and give it to me, and it sucks,
then don't listen to it. But they shouldn't stop singing because of that. So it's not like when she's dressed up to go to the Oscars and like blah, 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 and she has all the shapers and the contour and blah, blah.
Comedian is the hardest job ever. Everybody in the audience is sitting laugh.
Yeah,
they don't want to hear nothing else. They don't want to hear none of the bullshit you gotta say. He said everything when it comes to entertainment is a thick skin.
It was like that with Flamingo with guitar. He was like,
people that suck always want to fucking look at me. I'm the greatest. Most people that's great, like they suck like the fucking other people. Like
I don't think they. I think they know counters, and they're like, I don't need all that validation and money because I actually have this experience that I'm having all the time, so that's enough for me.
Sometimes cheapens the art too.
Or they stay in church.
Yo, but once your art becomes a commodity,
the game, and then all of a sudden it's like they want you to switch up to be a whole different person.
It becomes a dollar amount, and you know what then what happens is, like, even though they have this level of integrity, it's keeping up with the Joneses. You go buy a house, you buy a car, you do this, do that. We're not gonna pass your next album unless you put this on it. Damn, I got all these fucking bills. What am I gonna do?
Once you sign that piece of paper, you fuck.
Well, you're done. That's why signing with majors is like a
you got to pay for everybody's
slave,
dinner
like
and flights and all that bullshit too.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a.
You say that that's the standard.
So when
A rainbow.
Yeah. Old and have limited motor skills, and you can find yourself and singing along with an instrument by
it's
yourself.
not a guitar.
And that's amazing.
Can you one-handed play the ukulele?
Well, I don't think. No, because you have to.
Oh, the strings.
You have to strum and you have to strum and play.
But it's easier for. Could you just briefly, not briefly, but as long as you want, but just could you like kind of like give us a brief overview of your family as far as it pertains to when you say my family were gypsies, and like what does that mean? Because some people don't understand that terminology, and I had to go do some research after you and I first talked about it. Oh yeah, I had to because
that's cute.
because but that's how I am though. When somebody tells me something I don't know, I go and I research it. That's my thing. I can't mess with the sound because I feel like I'll turn off the volume. That's for we're doing the live stream on our website, but that's for the Facebook stream because people are lazy and they don't like to fucking go to websites and shit. So yeah, the link, and I only got like 15%, but I'm gonna plug it in soon. But could you just touch on like what does that mean? Like when you say that your family heritage,
ethnicity
comes from a gypsy. And I don't want to, I want to be careful with that term because I don't want to be offensive to anybody. And
right, and a lot of my Romani people would be very, very, very offended by that word because it comes from the word tigan, which means slave. Yep. And so for a lot of Romani people, the word gypsy is like the N word. It's not. Okay, it's really, really a big deal. I grew up using it and fiercely with pride, so it's been a huge adjustment for me as I've gotten to know more and more Romani people that aren't Spanish Gitanos, because Gitanos use the word Gitano. That's the word that we use. Gitano means gypsy.
We were talking about
gypsy thing,
yeah, because when I first got to really get to know her and we became close friends and we started to really like get to know each other, she was talking about her gypsy heritage coming out of Spain, and I had to go research it because I know about the Basque region and all of that. But
so is gypsy like?
It's like saying the N word.
When you say gypsy,
but that's our point of reference for us to kind of understand. There are people that roam, right? Like so.
No.
Almost like a note.
Okay.
So let you talk. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to be ignorant.
What I was gonna say is gypsies all over the world from every country.
Yes.
Just like there's just like there's Creole, different types of Creole.
Yeah.
But it's one ethnicity. So there are different branches of it, but it's one ethnicity and with language. The only reason that my family we speak Spanish, we don't speak the language because under Franco's dictatorship, it was illegal. There's a lot of anti-Gitano legislation all through the history. Gypsies, my Roma people, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to use Romani because it feels inauthentic to me.
What would be the say?
I use Gitano. That's what I do more often. I say Gitano.
No, for the sake of the show, we're gonna use the word gypsy right now. But
I think we should use Gitano. We can say